I mean, I had the support of my whole student body. I mean, that's probably the biggest support I can have, over 30,000 kids, so, and my team in the athletic department. I am so blessed. I am so blessed to have great teammates the way I did, and a great coaching staff the way I had at Mizzou. I'm telling you, the positive coaching works there. Some people didn't agree about my homosexuality, which is okay. But they understand, they accepted, they respected me. And I was just another guy who's helped and wanted to win games, and that's all that mattered. In the end, all that matters is winning game and winning championships. I think God has a plan for us, and I think He was planning for me to be in this area, in this generation I'm in. So I can only do what I can control.
My first memory playing football was in my backyard in Louisiana, playing a game, strangely enough, called Smear the Queer. I had the privilege of being a really good athlete. And, you know, high school is this space where kids are really trying to understand themselves. I wasn't sure if I was gay. I knew I had an attraction to another boy in my class, and that was really confusing. But then I was this athlete, and I didn't think athletes could be gay. And then once I had an inkling that I was gay, I became a bully. I would use words like faggot and calling people gay and queer and all these things to really deflect the attention off of myself. The sport of football doesn't matter if you're black, white, gay, straight, whatever. If you can play it, then you can play. And I really love that aspect of it and the team aspect of it. I never, ever thought about coming out. I was afraid of being labeled gay just because of that had such a negative connotation and perception around it, you know. I thought that some of my teammates wouldn't accept me, but, you know, sports is an interesting space where in a team dynamic, you know, you have guys from different religions, different races, different classes, and they make it work. I just had also never saw a gay athlete. I thought that my possibility wasn't possible.
For me, the double life, it was just exhausting.
For me, you know, my earliest memories, coaches, you know, calling a kid or saying, "Don't play like a faggot if you drop the ball." All these terms, they shape you, and these coaches were the parental figures for sure. And I think that looking back and wondering, you know, why it took me so long to understand my sexuality, I definitely believe that if I didn't play like that, then I must not be like that. You know, I had managers used calling people faggots right and left, you know, if they walked or didn't want to play. It was like the last environment that was allowable for people to, you know, denigrate another player. I learned quickly that being gay had no place in sport. What do I think the effect of me coming out has been? I thought the world would stop spinning when I was a player if I ever did that.
Even the decision where I lived, I decided to live in Del Mar, which was 20 plus miles away from the stadium. But it just was a cushion to keep people from that casual visit or drop by.
You know, to me, it seemed like if I was to admit it, it would be in front of a microphone and the whole world would pass judgment on me right away, and the thought of walking through a big league clubhouse or onto the field just didn't seem possible, like my legs wouldn't work. And ultimately, the irony is I quit. I mean, I miss baseball more than anything, and I regret having made that decision the way I did without some help. But my life has gotten a lot better in every single way.
Just like anybody else going to ninth grade, I thought I was an adult then, so I was grown and showing my friends like, all right, this is me. And I came out to my mom and I came out to my friends that first day of school. When I found out I wasn't the only gay person on my basketball team in high school, I was thrilled. I was like, all right, I'm not alone anymore. I'm not the lone wolf. It just felt good to you know, be surrounded with other people that, you know, identify themselves the same as you. I didn't have to go through this by myself. I love Baylor. You know, definitely a big point in my life. I grew as a person, grew as a player, won championship. But when I found out about that rule that you can be kicked out for being openly gay, I felt like I could only be half the person that I am. You know, I could be the basketball player, but I couldn't be the true Brittany. I had to kind of put that behind closed doors. It was kind of like I was torn into two people. It was like being a container with a label. Like you saw the label, I couldn't really just let out the true me. When I came out and being an basketball player, honestly, I think I got more fans. It was great. I definitely have more, fans reaching out to me, kids reaching out to me. More fans come up to me and tell me, I'm doing a good thing.
I honestly believe that soccer is in my blood. All my family love the game of soccer in England. It's like our religion, really. And I think for me, there was only one thing I wanted to be from the age of 5 years old, and that was a professional soccer player, and that was kind of unheard of. At that point, I was like the only girl playing in an all-boys team, which is a familiar situation with a lot of the girls that play in our league.
My earliest memory is when I played on a team that was coached by my best friend's mother. And it was my local community team, and it was basically me and a bunch of boys.
I remember the parents on the other teams used to sometimes say some mean things, and the boys used to laugh. It made me more driven, to be honest, the fact that they would say those things, because I was just a naive 6-year-old just wanting to do something that they loved.
We have young girls that come up to us after games and they thank us for being who we are. It's really impactful to me because I never thought that just by being myself I could help so many people.
Now's the time for people to become more educated about it, and I think the more educated people become, the better the world will be, and the best it will be for everybody involved.
If you want to find out how an openly gay teammate would be treated in sport, don't ask the closeted athletes. They're living in a world of fear. They're walking through life with blinders on. You have to ask their straight male teammates. That's where the true answers will come from, not from some misgiven misperception. And this is what's brilliant about this, is everybody's still afraid of everybody else's homophobia, even when nobody has homophobia. It's this nebulous fear that doesn't need to exist.